Hi beautiful people, today I'm super happy to see you for this new video. Today I'm gonna show you how to make a crazy sample for Toliver. But before the breakdown, this is the sample that I made. So the first thing that I do when I start a sample every time is start with the chord progression. So the chord progression sound like this. This chord progression is used a lot with Travis Scott, Toliver, and it's just super easy to do. Just select the scale that you want, put a note randomly in the scale, and between every note, just keep one note in the scale. And for the chord progression, you just need to duplicate your chord like this, and put this chord one more semitone up like this, and put the note off scale in the scale. And you have this super cool chord progression. For the sound that I use a simple synth from Analog Bank in my multi-kit. By the way, all the sound that I'm gonna use in this video from my multi-kit. So now we have the chord progression, we have the main idea of the sample, and the thing that I like to do is just create a silence between the chords, add some tension and let shine some other part of the sample. So I just separate the chords up like this, and for have more impact with this chord, I just duplicate this and layer with another sound, again from the one shot pack in my multi-kit. After this, for support the chord progression, I add some bass. So for create this bass, I just layer two bass. The first bass is channeled from my Analog Bank in my multi-kit. It's a super cool textured bass, just here to generate some harmonics and add some life in the lowest frequencies. And I complete this bass with this other bass, more for the low end, is more a soft bass. And when you layer your bass, you have the harmonics here, but again, the lows present in the mix. For the bass pattern, it's just the lowest note of the chord progression. And for accent this bass, I add this crazy guitar sound like this. It's followed the same note with the bass and is a native sound in Ableton. You know, super dark, super textured, and this foundation have so much power, and we just need to accent some parts. So the first thing that I do for accent this part is add some little accents, something like this. You know, super beautiful, super soft, super chill, and it just contrasts perfectly with the dark ambience, powerful ambience that we made before. Is the sound that I use again in my Analog Bank in my multi-kit. I add this plugin, just add a little bit of texture in this lid, and the pattern of this lid is just super easy to do. I love to use this technique to just accent some parts just in the background. Just need to take a note in the scale again and just put down, put up, put down, put up. And I played a little bit with the vibration, you know, for the first chord and for the second chord. Just super simple, but we need to have this little lead in the background, just add some accent and movement into the sample. After this, I want to accent the sample with a super cool lead, sound like this. And is the sound I use for this lead. And now the foundation have more movement, have more character, and it's sound like this. And now we just need to add some little hair candy, and it's just here to just make the sample more alive and add some little vibration into the sample. So I start with this simple lead, just follow the lowest note of the chords. Is the preset I use again in my Analog Bank in my multi-kit. After this I add a lead, just anticipate the chords, sound like this. And there's a really cool technique just to anticipate the chord. It just play with the silence and just accent some other parts. And like you see, the pattern is just super simple. You just take a note in the scale and just go down. And the preset I use is drums from my Analog Bank in my multi-kit. And like you heard, this lead have a little delay and it just make the sample more vibrant. Finally, I add a super cool lead, just improvise with my keyboard and just feel it sound good or not, and it sound like this. You know, I just improvise, just feel it sound good or not. And is the preset I use, you know, super textured, just super dark, and it just match perfectly with the ambience that I want to make with this sample. I again use the default preset in this plugin, you know, super cool at this little room and saturation. And now the sample is done. So thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you learned something or just enjoyed the video. If you want the same sound that I use, the link it's in the description. Like, comment, subscribe, it just helps so much. Thank you again for watching this video, and I see you in another video. Peace.